Enjoy the video.
We're going to mix our red wash. It's a couple drops of red paint and a lot of water. We're going to apply a red wash to the areas of the face that have the most surface blood flow, like your cheeks, your nose, your chin. This is going to make the complexion look a lot more lifelike, even though this character is not necessarily alive. We'll get to that later. You can do as many passes of this as you'd like, as long as you let the previous coat dry before you move on to the next. You'll also notice I'm using a dry brush to soak up the pooling red wash. We do that to prevent water stains. Next, we're going to mix up our blue wash, same as before. It's a couple drops of paint and a lot more water. The blue washes are a lot more targeted. We're aiming for the areas of the face that have deeper blood flow and high consistencies, like under the eyelids especially. And I told you we'd circle back to this. We are going to mix up a skin tone with a heavy amount of white paint and dry brush it over the face. This is going to create that sort of artificial porcelain look that M3gan has in the film. If you notice your dry brush is caking on a little heavy in some areas, use your finger, or in this case a sponge, to mess up that complexion a little bit, add a little bit of texture, and break up where the paint is caking. You'll also see here that I'm using a wet paintbrush to clear the paint off of the eyes and the lips. Now I'm going in one more time with washes. This is optional, but I just noticed that my dry brush took away a little bit of the depth to the face that I had created originally. That's going to happen, and it's kind of a balancing act. You might not want to go as heavy as I did on the dry brush, or don't go as light as I did on the washes, either way. Now I'm jumping in with a Vallejo black wash to do her eyeshadow. It's a bit of a mess in the movie, which works out because it's a lot easier to paint that way. Last up, I'm just doing a few last minute adjustments with a dry brush, and then I'm going to go in and paint her lips. I find it easier to paint with a toothpick. It's unconventional, but it works really well. You can really make defined lines in very small spaces. And a quick matte seal, and that's that. You've got your film accurate M3gan. I'll see you in the next one where we tackle something a little less spooky.
Subscribe.